Jamie, that's me here. Welcome back to my channel. Now let's go ahead and have a quick chat, honey. Welcome back, y'all. Welcome back to my channel. Listen, I know a lot of y'all said y'all like that intro. When I be like, oh, hey, bitch. Listen, I'm just trying to get my Family Matters on. Y'all know how they do in the Family Matters intro? Girl, it's a rare condition this day and age. Reading the good news on the newspaper page. Love the tradition. Okay, I just be trying to keep my little Family Matters on just a little bit, you know, when you act like you're doing something, it's like, stop your house. Okay, but anyway, let's go ahead and get into some of the things that I want to talk about. So I want to talk about Dr. Heavenly and her antics. And I also would like to get into Monique Samuels, who is in the news again. Okay, she was kind of dragged into the news by Miss Candiace, considering the fact she just dropped her binder times or whatnot, and she's doing those stories. She's still talking about the ladies of Real Housewives of Potomac. So if you guys have not checked out that video, make sure you check it out after this quick chat. But first off, we're going to go ahead and get started and talk about y'all good girl, Miss Heavenly, honey. Let's talk about it. Heavenly goes on to tweet, right? So she trying to talk to people about I guess getting jobs and stuff. Y'all know the pandemic is slowly coming to an end. They're forcing people to believe that everything is back to normal. Okay, they want y'all to get back out here. Individuals that may or may not be on unemployment, okay, and need a job, get out here and find a job, even if you got to get a job for lesser pay. Okay, even if you've worked in a corporate office setting and you probably was some type of in a chief position or something, honey. Okay, they want you to go out there and get you a McDonald's job because those are the people that's hiring. Let me stop. I can't take it, okay? But if you are into real estate or commercial real estate or anything like that, honey, all right, if you're into project management or things like that, and you was out here making you a cute coin and those type of jobs are not hiring, they want you to go ahead and get out here and get any kind of job that you can to provide, because unemployment for some areas will be getting cut off, right? So they want you to go out there and get you one of these retail positions now, or go work at Burger King or something and get your money up, okay? That's what they want you to do, all right? They want you to believe that opportunities are out here for you. And that is what it sounds like Heavenly is advocating for, okay? So let's go ahead and get into this. Heavenly says, hashtag job 101, work for free or for lesser pay. Prove yourself to your employer. Trust me, if you are good, they will hire you with top pay in no time. Hashtag heaven help us. Hashtag Dr. Heavenly. Hashtag married to medicine. First of all, I don't agree with this at all. Okay, if somebody out here working hard, then give them a pay. Now, if you out here and you are okay with working for free, cool. But I feel like one of the biggest gags out here is having interns work for free. These are college students that are accumulating debt. They out here working for y'all for free. Y'all running them into the ground. They probably working a ton of hours for y'all, and y'all out here getting work done for free, which I think is unfair. I think everyone should be fairly compensated, because at the end of the day, people still gotta eat. Okay, Heavenly talking about some work for less. That may work, but that does not work for everyone. That is the idea that was sold to us when we were younger. Oh, you know, start at the bottom and rise to the top. They always talk about starting from the bottom, rising to the top, but there's so many people that own companies that didn't even graduate high school. Some of them graduated high school, but primarily a lot of them did not graduate college or even go to college. Hello, but y'all want to sit up here and talk about how people need to work in these jobs, okay, work at the bottom and then try and work their way up, when half the time you could be in the company, okay, working for the company, thinking that you're about to get a promo. They hire somebody, they want you to train them, and then next thing you know, that person's over you. Okay, no ma'am, it was never designed for you to elevate to begin with. Now granted, I do believe there is a less than 5% of individuals or whatever that this right here would apply to. Okay, I think it's about a less than 5%, where you can work for less and your employer will definitely, you know, pay you good in due time and elevate you and stuff. But I just feel like people ain't got time for that. They want the money now. Now, granted, I understand if you got to go out and get the experience, do what you got to do. Okay, if you want to go work for free, put yourself on the line and stuff like that. Hey, it depends on the job, because sometimes the experience you get is it can really help you. You know what I'm saying? You can do it for 3 months, 6 months, and then fix up your resume how you need to, and then go about your business. But I'll just be honest, I feel like a lot of times It's BS, because there's so many people that have degrees in so many different things, and when they get a job, they're not even working in that particular field at all. So I just feel like all this stuff is a gag, and Heavenly knows it. So yeah, those are just my thoughts. I want to hear y'all thoughts. I may not be articulating this as perfectly as I could, but yeah, we're gonna go ahead and move on. So let's go ahead and get into the rest of this. Let me take this banner off so that I can read all of this, okay? Someone told Heavenly, this doesn't even make sense from the employer standpoint, okay? So they're not even an employee, they're an employer. And they telling her this don't make sense. Okay, now let me go back to what they said did not make sense to the girls. Okay, they said, hashtag job 101, work for free or for lesser pay. Prove yourself to your employer. Trust me, if you are good, they will hire you with top pay in no time. Girl, ain't no people. That's the problem. People ain't got no time to be sitting up here working at these companies off and hoping that they'll get a promotion in a year or within the 6 month range that they out here talking about how it's all growth in all these other areas. But y'all sit up here and try so many different ways to keep the people down, honey. Okay, but I already told y'all, I ain't gonna stay in no job long enough. You ain't moving. I need you to move within 2 years. Girl, I'm gonna move too. Okay, period. Okay, you ain't gotta move. I'll move. Okay, you ain't got to move me, I'll move myself. Let's go ahead and move on. Now, she responds to this person and says, yes, it does. If you are not working, you come to a place you love to work, tell them you will work for free, and you prove to be the best thing they have ever had. They will hire you. Problem is, if you don't have the self-confidence or skill set to pull it off. Girl, what is you saying? So basically what it sounded like to me, I'm going to wrap that up what it makes sense to be. She was trying to say, go to a company that you would like to work at and work for them for free. That's what I'm getting from what Heavenly said. Go to a company that you would like to work at and work with them for free, and just prove yourself to them. The only issue would be is whether or not you have the confidence or the skill set to be successful at that job. But here's the thing: go to a company if the company is willing to have. If you're so passionate about that, like animation or something in game design or whatever, if you're passionate about that and they have a space to even allow you, because I'm sure that would be a liability if you're not in college or whatever, because you're not just speaking to the people that's in college at all or getting their master's post college degrees and stuff. It's a lot of these other people that surpass that. And a lot of times when you look at these applications and stuff, it's really for people that's coming straight out of college that they may be willing to, or already in college that they're willing to do free internships or something. And some of these companies, they will pay, but heavily that doesn't appeal to individuals that are already in their careers and may have been laid off, may want to try and switch gears a bit. That may not always work for them, okay? Talking about something you'll work for free. But I guess that's where the lesser pay comes in at, right? You get a job where they'll pay you less. And some people will do that. I had a close friend that did that, for like a year or so, and then moved on, got the credentials that she wanted, and then moved on. If that's what you like, do what you do. Right. But I feel like it doesn't always work for everyone. Now, if you want to go and work for a company for free, go work for them for free if they allow that. Okay. If you're after college and stuff, and you want to change positions, you want to try and work for free. I don't know anybody that's after college, girl. That graduated from college. I got all these degrees and out here trying to work for free. That's number one. But if that is the case, you ain't got to stay with that company. You do not have to stay with that company, in my opinion. Also, if you want to take a lesser pay, take that lesser pay for about 6 months to a year and then get gone. Okay, don't sit around there waiting for somebody to promote you and elevate you into a position. You go and get those positions, because when it comes to that good Judy's over there, they ain't got to have no experience. But if they have a good rapport with that individual, they quick to elevate them to a position they're not even qualified for, honey. Oh, girl. All right. And I feel like the best way to probably get some experience is probably these startup companies. But anyway, girl, let me just go ahead and move on. Okay. I'm just talking. All right. So let's move on. So someone else goes on to tell Heavenly out here promoting slavery in 2021. They say Heavenly out here promoting slavery in 2021. All right. You out here giving your best for free, spending money you don't have to get a job that doesn't pay. Why would they ever hire you? Why would they ever hire you? And that right there makes me think about what Nene Leakes said about some of the girls working for less or working for free over there at Bravo when Marlo wants a promotion over there to become a main cast member. And they like, girl, you've been over here working in this position for this long. You think we're gonna upgrade you? Oh, girl, no, ma'am. You good where you at, okay? And she's gonna be good where she at as long as that check continues to come in, all right? But I agree with this person. Heavenly says, nope, I'm trying to help you get a job. Chances are you're not doing anything anyway, probably collecting unemployment. You got an issue with the people collecting unemployment? Why are you mad with those individuals? I ain't mad at nobody out here getting their coin, however way they getting their coin when it comes to unemployment with this situation. I feel like a lot of people have slaved, okay, out here working and working and working to do what, have majority of their checks taken by the government so they can pay for whatever this BS is that they like to sell us all. You got to pay your taxes, okay? You got to pay federal, state, local, all this other bullshit. Some people got to pay the county taxes over here, honey. It's a lie, okay? You got to pay it into your Social Security, your Medicare. You got to pay all this shit. So if it's time for the government to pay y'all, for what? Go get your coin. Sir, get your coin. I ain't talking about the Heavenly talking about, okay? And while she over there talking, I want to see her open up some internships, okay? And ain't nobody out here really trying to work for free in no pandemic. What you talking about, girl? Get the fuck. Let me get back, because she done made me mad. But I want to hear y'all thoughts about this. She says, why not prove yourself for the job you want? Think. However, closed-minded people will never get ahead. I just disagree. See, Heavenly gets on this horse like she just thinks that she's so much better and that her advice and what she thinks is so right. But your advice may be okay from the level of where you are, but everybody's not at that level of being a doctor and owning their practices and having a husband that's a doctor and all this other stuff. And how you see the world is completely different than how someone else sees the world from where they are. You know what I'm saying? You don't know where these people are in their life. Like, I understand what you're trying to say, but I also more so understand the other people. You out here selling these people on a dream. Work hard, okay? Get the job that you want. Take chances. Prove yourself. These people be sitting on these jobs, proving themselves day in, day out. Some people die on the jobs. And what the jobs do? Pack them up, ship them out, get them out of here, okay? In a few months, we're going to go ahead and fill that position. In the meantime, Miranda, I'm going to need you to go ahead and pick up the slack that Johnny was doing. Yeah, okay? Somebody have a heart attack on the floor. Everybody back to work. Back to work. Get back to work. Girl, these people don't care about your lives. You over here talking about some damn work hard and prove to them that you deserve to make this extra $5 an hour. If you don't, girl, bye. I just disagree with that. I feel like I don't know how I feel about this shit. I just disagree with Heavenly for the most part. I don't think nobody should be out here working for less. You know, there are different ways to apply yourself. I feel like you could go and get a certification. Certifications sometimes, in my opinion, hold more weight than some of these diplomas out here. You know, those are just my thoughts. You can align yourself accordingly by networking with people. I feel like it's a lot of different ways to get your foot into the door on a higher level because I've seen it done by so many people. Lord have mercy. Okay. Now, some of y'all are going to have to take a lesser paying job, but not all of y'all are going to have to be out here working for free. I don't think nobody should be out here working for free. Nobody should be giving out no free work except for a limited time only. Bills still got to be paid. Okay, so I hear what she's saying, but I disagree with what she's saying. But I would love to hear you guys' thoughts and comments and everything down below regarding Miss Heavenly. Y'all let me know y'all thoughts, because I just kind of went on a tangent. I feel like I was all over the place, but I'm sure y'all gonna fill me in because that's just what y'all do. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on and let's talk about y'all girl Monique Samuels again. Okay, Monique Samuels says Bravo tried to ban her from doing press after she quit Real Housewives of Potomac. They were treating me less than a human. Yikes. So let's get into this. All right. Former Real Housewives of Potomac star Monique Samuels. First of all, shout out to the Jasmine brand, because that's actually where I am reading this article from. All right. They're saying that she is calling out Bravo for the alleged ill treatment the network put her through. Monique Samuels previously announced that she would not be returning to Real Housewives of Potomac for upcoming seasons. Her decision seemingly came after she got into a physical altercation with co-star Candiace Dillard Bassett On the most recently aired season, season 5, let's go ahead and move on. Now, she did an interview. Monique alleged that that Bravo has tried to ban her from doing press following her fight with her former co-star and exit from the show. She says, you would think after being quiet for almost a year, bitch, did she just try America like that? You would think after being quiet for almost a year. Who said that? Who said that? You was not quiet for almost a year, girl. Not now, see, girl. You, no, ma'am. I would be allowed now that we can talk about it. Let me start over. You would think after being quiet for almost a year, I would be allowed now that we can talk about it, to talk about it. I was not even getting press opportunities. They tried to ban me from doing press. It was just craziness. I was like, the disrespect. I just felt like they were treating me less than human. Monique, you did so much from press before the season even dropped. I slick see why they was trying to ban you from doing any press. But I feel like once she was relieved of her duties, why could she not talk about it? Was it because you guys still had the whole pending case and things going on and they didn't want to have anything to do with it, so don't go off and continue to speak on the show? What was that like? Why would they hold her to not being able to speak on it? But what I will say, some part of this is not far-fetched for me to believe, because of the interview that Gizelle and Robyn did with the Breakfast Club when they talked about how Real Housewives has the Potomac ladies on lock. So Gizelle and Robyn can't even discuss the show on their podcast. So I'm sure once they let her out of her contract, she probably had to sign some paperwork where she couldn't speak on it. You know, that could be possible. But I also, in my opinion, feel like Monique likes to exaggerate the truth. So I honestly don't even know if that's true or not. But I will say that there's a possibility. And I'm just basing that off of what Miss Gizelle and Robyn said. But considering the fact that they're on the show versus Monique, who is not on the show and has decided to quit, makes me wonder if that is actually true. But I will say that she did a whole lot of interviewing before the season started and doing a whole lot of talking to different blogs and stuff. So and while the season was going on, so I wonder if that could have been some punishment for her to shut the hell up. But even still, you haven't been quiet, girl. You still been talking about these people. You haven't been quiet yet, girl. Okay, you over here with your whole binder stories and everything, girl. But okay. In a separate interview with Basketball Wives alumna Tammy Roman, Monique Samuels elaborated more on her press blackball allegations against Bravo. She said, "I would have to fight so hard behind the scenes all the time just to use my platform. I was getting turned down for interviews and being told by some people requesting me for press, I was told you weren't available, or they told me I couldn't interview you." I don't know if I believe this is on reading this. I ain't even finna lie to you, because Monique has done a few. I could have sworn she's done. I don't know why I feel like she did Entertainment Tonight or something. She did some stuff on her IG Live. I could have sworn maybe she was just talked about on Wendy. Maybe she didn't go on Wendy, but I could have sworn Monique had quite a few things where she's talked to people. She was interviewed by people. She was going on a press run, even though she's saying that they did not want her to go on a press run. So could it be that it was Bravo's fault that people were saying you weren't available? I was told you weren't available, or they told me I couldn't interview you. Was it that, or was it your publicist or whoever is the person that's supposed to be booking the stuff for you? Was it Bravo or was it them? That's what I'm confused about. Monique Samuels continued and shared that she has no regrets, that she isn't a part of the upcoming season. She says, "I don't miss it." That's great. A lot of people don't miss you. She says, even when they started filming, the thought of trying to prepare my life for cameras and everything else in my life that I have going on with my businesses that I've been working hard on, I can't even imagine the whole tug of war. Okay, as previously stated earlier this year, Monique Samuels said that she would never return to Real Housewives of Potomac. I say never, man. I say never. She said, "I will never be back on that show because too much has happened and to me." If people were genuinely and if people were really genuine and they really feel any type of remorse as they tried to hold me accountable at a time that I wasn't ready, some of these ladies have done some really nasty, disgusting things, and I've not had one apology in my direction. This is true. I will give her that. My husband has not been apologized to. I have no comment on that. She added that she and her husband were treated unfairly. She said, we don't feel we were treated, what? She said, we don't feel we were treated unfairly. We were treated unfair. Oh, we don't feel we were treated unfairly. We were treated unfairly. That's what she's saying. Without a shadow of a doubt, we were. If you could have heard some of the questions that weren't shown, it was like guns a-blazing in my direction. And that's really because you showed no remorse after you attacked this woman. After you and this woman got into this brawl or whatever, and I really don't want to go back down that road, it was the lack of remorse that you showed, and then how you tried to go out there and turn and flip the story, okay? That's what that was about. But I just find it interesting that now the conversation is happening about Bravo at this time when the show is getting ready to come back on. I don't know if this is a press move to get people to come over to her channel to try and get individuals to watch the whole Binder Time story. As much as she says she will never return to Real Housewives of Potomac, I'm starting to believe that she can never let Real Housewives of Potomac go. It's one thing when you're being interviewed and people are constantly asking you about the show, showing that you'll always be attached. Hey, Nene, how are you? Okay. Every time she do an interview, she's going to be asked about Real Housewives of Atlanta. But it's another thing when you create your own series or whatever around the show itself and disguise it as something else. Like, that's like, okay then, girl, you know. But those are my thoughts about it. Like, just move on. I mean, just move on. Okay. You talking about it now, you're doing an interview now, okay? You're saying that after a year, you would have thought that you would have been able to talk about it. Well, you're talking about it now with the Jasmine brand. You sat down on Fox Soul with, or at least Jasmine brand is reporting on it, but it looks like you sat down with Tammy Roman over there on Fox Soul. So it looks like whatever restrictions they gave you is being lifted, but a lot of us aren't going to be really interested in hearing about it because it's old now. We're going to be getting into the new season and what else is going on over there on the new season. But I want to hear y'all thoughts and comments about everything that I just said, because I feel like I was all over the place, okay? But y'all going to clue me in, and I know y'all going to get me together, and y'all going to let me know y'all thoughts and comments, because that's just how y'all is, okay? Y'all going to do that anyway because it's just how y'all is, okay? And I definitely appreciate you all. But let me know your thoughts about Heavenly. Let me know your thoughts about her stance on people getting jobs and working for free or working for less. Because let me tell y'all, it ain't nothing like being, underpaid and undervalued. Like, nobody wants to feel like that. And a lot of people go out here and they work hard day in, day out, and they're still not compensated. They look up, they've been at the company for 4 years with what, 50 cents added to their salary, like, or a 50 cents added to their hourly pay or whatever it is that y'all working. Like, come on now. At some point, y'all gonna have to elevate yourselves and get up off the table. Now, if they got a good retirement plan, then, girl, I may understand you sticking around for like that 3 years so you can get that 100% match or whatever. Like, girl, I understand we see each other. However, okay, don't stick around too long if you ain't want it, honey. That's all I gotta say, because they'll let you go without the blink of an eye. So I don't think you need to be blinking too much if you need to get up off the table. But those are just my thoughts, girl. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and move on. Y'all leave y'all thoughts about Miss Heavenly and her commentary. Also leave me your thoughts and comments about Miss Monique speaking on Bravo at this particular time. I don't put it past Bravo, like I said, to where they were restricting her from having some interviews because of what Gizelle and Robyn talked about. But I am questioning it because I feel like she did do some interviews and stuff during the show, prior to the show and everything. But I want to hear y'all thoughts. Y'all may have more information than me, and I'm always open to discuss. Okay, I'm Jamie, that's me. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share my videos. Follow me on Instagram as well as Twitter at Jamie, that's me. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.